trying to bring down the Legion. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'll never try to bring down the Legion. You kidding me? Alright, so here we go. Okay. About chat. Alright, chat box. Refresh. Oh, okay. So I guess having triple stream is way too much for this program to handle. You knock down the entire network. We knocked down the entire network. So that's what happened. That's literally what happened. See, refresh. Okay. Huh, why is it still like a weird chat thing? But as you were saying, T52 was better. Let's see, Fernando's here. I'm just gonna reset this just a little bit because I can't read the words that's on it. So let's turn this off and back on. Bam. Boom. Alright. Why do I have moth in here? This stupid moth. Okay, so I need a chat room. Chat room, where are you? Chat room. There you go. Is that better? It's in the way. It's like so in the way. This thing is so in the way. There you go. How's that? How's that? How's that? So, okay, we're back. Then I'm gonna try the tie draw. A little favor. I have them both at B and N. Same place. You got a T52. Every T52 had to have one accident. Now we're yelling. See? Told you. Couldn't be too close. Can't be too close. Like this distance is good. Unfortunately, I can't because my laptop's on the right side. I tend to knock things down with my left, so I don't put it in the left. I tend to have it in the right. So, but yeah, having a triple string with that server might have caused the issue, so it knocked me offline multiple times, so like one after another. So I had to just redo a string. Literally froze the program. Martin, you get a notification because you love me. That's why. Papa Frida is great. Papa Frida is pretty good, actually. Tristan's here. Let me see if the chat went back. Nope. That chat is just not doing anything now. I wonder why. I wonder why. Nope. I don't understand why this chat doesn't follow whatever the new stream is. It follow whatever the old stream is. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Stupid software. Maybe I should use a different software. But you know, for now, this will do. That's true. So people, unfortunately, we had a disruption, but now it's back. Thanks to I'm telling you, this is conspiracy. YouTube tried to knock me down. So Someone talk about like the 2021 meeting should be on the cruise, and my problem that I think Albert was the one that said that, but my problem is that when you smoking on a cruise is bare minimum. All right, when you try to smoke on a cruise, remember is bare minimum. Now what I talk about bare minimum, number one, you don't get an ashtray. They have a cigarette ashtray that literally has a dome here, so you can't even rest your cigar on it. And the lip, the groove where you put the cigar in is only for cigarettes. And the place for you to put it off the smoke is only for cigarettes. They only have that kind of cigarette ashtrays here. Not a good place to smoke. And you know, there are times where the wind is strong, you can't even light up your cigar because you can't use a torch lighter on there. Light one up. Don't think about it. Just light one up. Today, tomorrow, the day after that, it's all deserving of a cigar. So light one up. Cigar Club 5.0 is back. Every time I say Cigar Club 5.0 of America, I think of AOL. You know, because I remember I used to receive those desks. It says AOL 2.0, 3.0, 5.0. And since it's American Online, you know, I think about Cigar Club America. So don't take it as offense. I mean, that's just, you know, something reminiscing. I used to love AOL. AOL rules. Back in the day, who doesn't use American Online Instant Messenger? I think at the time, the two that I used the most was MSN and AOL. Yeah, when you log in, you gotta see that guy, just 3 windows, right? Ding, ding, ding. And then sometimes you get stuck in the middle. You're like, oh no, oh no. And then it goes, ding. And then finally loads up and welcome, you've got mail. It's like, yes, I got a mail. Because back in the day, not everybody uses it. So when you get an email, it was something cool, right? There was no such thing as spam at the time. AOL was the messenger of the day. AIM. And also I used MSN. And then at the time, there was also Trillion. Trillion came in later. What's the other one called? The one with the flower. What's that one called? Was it called Trillion? You know, when you type, you hear the typing machine, ding, 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 ding. And then when you get a message, you go, uh-oh. You know, the flower, the sunflower one. What's that called? I thought it was called Trillion. It was something else. Maybe something else. What was it called? Darn it. If anybody remember what that is called, let me know. Oh no, I remember. It's called ICQ. ICQ is what it's called. ICQ. So ICQ, MSN Messenger, and AIM Messenger was the it at the time. It was it, okay? And everybody will use that, and then, you know, everybody will be like, I can't afford AOL, so they went to Net Zero, which is free. It was those times. It was those times. Everybody remember the dial-up noises. Those are crazy. Those are crazy. I see you figured it back out. So yeah, those were the time where chatting was it. Chatting was it. So, you know, I will log in, I will start chatting in chat rooms. You know, you'll start develop your website in tripod.com, zoom.com. You know, you use Yahoo, and Yahoo did a messenger, which was a big flop because nobody uses it. So yeah, AIM was it. AIM was it. Old people internet. I'm not that old. Just old, not that old. So yeah, now I'm halfway through this. Just in case, I'm gonna start the Liga T52 and compare. Liga T52. The wrapper is softer in this one, so hopefully this one will be better. I miss Blockbuster. They charge too high of fee in the beginning, so. I don't know. T52 has much better draw. the flavor, the spice. Ooh, lots of spice, lots of flavor. The earthy hay, cedary taste. Really, really good. I'm gonna touch it up a little just in case. Just get the side a little bit so I don't get into trouble later. Hi, Dunstan. Dunstan Ranch. How you doing? I think Dunstan Ranch is new. Picked up a shop exclusive number 9 yesterday. I did not see that. I pushed too much butane in your cigar. Sue me. Sue me. I did not push too much butane. I only pick up the sides. I didn't do in the front. I did the sides. I like the draw. The flavor is there. Lingers. Stronger than Liga number 9. It's more of my flavor in terms of the flavor. But when I try, if you guys remember, I did the battle between the two small ones. And the Liga number 9 has more of the flavor and the taste than the T52 small ones. But for the big one, T52 has got the good draw. It's got the flavor. It's got the spice, but then goes away, which I like. It's weird that I love waiting all day here at my favorite song on the radio to add to my mixtape. No, that's normal. That's no, but then that's the thing. You could just find it nowadays. Nowadays you can just find it on YouTube and just download it. This moth is driving me insane. How do you get in? I thought I had a net. Yeah, Spotify, YouTube. You can literally search the name of the song online and then, do that. But when you say mixtape, do you say like tape, like cassette tape, or like CD mixtape or iPod mixtape? Now I'm gonna drive it crazy with vitamin N. Now if you don't know, moth usually dies within 48 hours once they get to full, so I just wait for it to die, it's okay. Cassette tape, you sure it's cassette tape, not 8 tracks? Now I used to love 8 tracks, even though it can only have 2 songs on it. But I like 8 tracks. Walkman. I used to love Walkman too. Walkman was it. You walk around with Walkman, you're it. And then remember the first Discman? Skip like crazy if you move at all, but it was the coolest thing. So what's the point of being able to bring a CD player with you if you can't move? Everybody has a Discman and it's just like, can't move, gotta be very careful, put it on the table, but skip. Oh no. I think of all the media, the one that failed the most was MD. Do you guys know MD? I don't know if you guys know MD. MD was quite popular in Asia. It comes in like a disc, like a diskette, and then you put it in. So that was kind of anti-skipping. Walkman, when the anti-skip came out, it was like, what? I had Zoom 1. I never had a Zoom 2, but Zoom 1 kind of disappointed me. So I still had the Zoom somewhere. I just don't know what to do with it. There was 45-second anti-skip. I lost my mind. That was. I wish I'm seeing ghosts, but it's actually the moth that's flying around and all this tiny bug that's flying around. I kind of want to kill it with the spray, but I don't want to kill myself either. But I'm hearing like zapping sound, so I don't know if they're getting zapped by the plugs or they are getting crushed by the fan that's like sucking in the smoke, the rapid air in the back. So I'm kind of like concerned. Just look around to see, make sure it's not something that's gotta kill something here. So that's why. But if I see ghosts, I'll let you know. It'll be like another ghost story. Ooh, like that. But yeah, not seeing ghosts. I'm just seeing a lot. Like I told you in the beginning, if I wander around, it's because there's a lot of things flying around and it drives me crazy. Yeah, I'm hearing things like flapping. Oh, I see it. I see it. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna kill that big gigantic moth because it's driving me crazy. All right. Give me 1 second. You gotta hear the spray because I'm gonna kill it with the spray. But give me 1 second. I'm gonna kill that thing. Holy cow! What are you guys doing over there? Jeez. Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Soy Sauce Assassin. You're about to die. Rice in pieces. And you too. Goodbye. Oh my god. That's what I'm talking about. Those flapping noise drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. Alright. I met out with Albert Urban today. I would have posted a photo, but y'all wouldn't want to be able to see it. Did you add cardboard to the bottom so it could work? Cardboard to the bottom of what? What did I miss? N64, also PS2 was great games. Original Medal of Honor was awesome. Then I missed the 90s. I missed the 90s too. 90 was a year of innovation and like, you know, new things coming out. People start to feel like things were changing. Things were changing. Technology was changing so quickly. You know, between Windows 95 to Windows 98, it was like, you know, right before that it was Deskit, right? You know, the 486, 386. I don't know if you guys even understand what that number means. The 486DX was like the minimum requirements around Windows 95. So how old were you in the 90s? About 109 times. Yeah, I was a complete nerd when I was young. So when it comes to PC and the games, like I was like crazy. I was really into it. There's not one console I don't own at the time. Like I will literally find a way to own it. I will save up money. I will go, you know, do some work and then make sure I get it. So, you know, being Asian, you're talking about Nintendo, the Famicom, the FSFCs, the SNS, you know, all those consoles. I will play all day. I'm like those guys that speed runs Final Fantasy. So, and Super Mario Brothers. I will speed run through Super Mario Brothers. You know, those classic games like Double Dragons, like those tank games, Nintendo's like Circus, Super Mario Brothers, Race, Mark the Lanes, Snow Brothers. All those games I play over again. The Goonies for Nintendo. I don't know if you guys have ever played it. The Goonies for Nintendo is actually a really fun game. Contra is good. You know, the classic Konami codes. Speed run through Contra. That was really fun. Contra actually have quite a bit of versions. There's like 5 or 6 versions of it. Castlevania, Vampire Mario. What's Vampire Mario? Metroid, Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo was super fun. It was fun. We'll speed run through it. That game was great. Super Mario 3 was awesome. All the guys, people who play must know the secret. You get those flute. Once you get flute, you get to skip entire lines of games. Those are good. The Super Mario Brother from the Super Nintendo is one of my favorites. You play to max out all the levels, and you get a little star at the side for beating out all the games. You had to draw my own Pokemon cards. Now, I used to play Magic the Gathering. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's a card game. I played those too. I went to competitions with those, but I never win. Never really win a grand prize or anything because somebody always had better cards than you. The console that I like the least is actually N64. Too many buttons. It's driving me insane. So I actually don't like N64. When everybody's playing N64, what was I playing? Dreamcast maybe? I don't know. Dreamcast. I just never too into N64. I mean, a game of hopscotch, now I play drink scotch. Bite your tongue, Tony. Why? Well, there's a lot of consoles, and you gotta know that N64 don't have a lot of good Japanese games. So I went to, at the time, king of Japanese game was the Dreamcast. Pogs. Those, they just don't die, huh? Tamagotchi pet. Tamagotchi pet, I was so into it. I raised one to a human being, level 100. It's just a human face. Little tiny thing. But yeah, you can raise it to a human. Dreamcast was it, yo. Dreamcast has a lot of games. OG Xbox. You guys are gonna be surprised. I did not own the OG Xbox. I did not own an OG Xbox. I was a PlayStation fanboy at the time, and I refused to own an Xbox. Xbox 360, right? It's called. Yeah, I refused to own one. After a while, I did buy a Xbox 360. Like way after when the machine was only like $50 to see if I did any game I want to play. Then Xbox One came out where you can just play Xbox One games, so I got rid of Xbox One 360 to get the Xbox One. PC Master Race. Now, when I play PC game, I tend to play Asian games. I don't play American games. So that's one of the things. The only PC game that I really played that's Western was World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft, I think. I changed other guys in half. So World of Warcraft is one I play, and I play as a Dark Elf a little bit, and I didn't continue after that because you know what takes up all my time? Final Fantasy 11 takes up all my time. That game is all grinding nonstop. So I didn't play that. Windows 98 took many hours of my childhood. I regret buying Sega Master System over Nintendo. Yeah, that would be a big mistake. Sega Master System was not that good. But right after that came out, there was 3DO. And 3DO was pretty good. I like 3DO. There's also Panasonic, Sega Saturn, and all that stuff. So, yeah, World of Warcraft would take a long time. I hate to tell you, I'm enjoying this T52 a lot more than I enjoyed the Liga number 9. So, Chief, I think tonight it's gonna be the T52. But yeah, video game time. Video game is good. I don't understand when the situation kind of shifted where people say playing video games is bad for you. You know, I don't remember the time where that started to cross, where parents start to go very against video games. Would it be around the same time Grand Theft Auto came out? I don't know. Because it used to be every parent would buy a video game for their kids so they don't have to deal with their kids. All of a sudden, when the pickup rating came out, when all the games and stuff, people just start to turn the other way. Because when I was younger, no one batted eyes about Mortal Kombat. I'll play Mortal Kombat as a little kid in the arcade and no one will say the word. Nowadays, you see a little kid playing Mortal Kombat, say, hey, you shouldn't be playing that game, it's too gore, too much blood, you know? Asia, nobody cares. It's like, age restriction for games? You kidding me? When we were younger, what we were playing versus what they're playing today, there's nothing. Nothing, you know? I couldn't find one yet. I did not find one in the, I think the only person that I know has it was Martina Maya. Martina Maya. So, that's the only person that I know has it. But if I see it, I'll pick up one just to do a review on it. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. That was a good game. I played that on a Super Nintendo though. You know, being Chinese, I spent the entire era between Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat Ultimate MK3 to figure out what Liu Kang is actually saying. And I still cannot understand what he's saying. And I thought, being, you know, part Japanese, I will understand what Raiden is saying. I still cannot understand what he's saying. Anybody know what he was saying? What the hell is Alibaba? What does that mean? I still don't know what that means. And yeah, don't even get me started on what Liu Kang says when he kicks. I cannot understand what he's saying. You would think that would be some words that you can understand because everybody else speaks English. Except those two, I can't understand what they're saying. So yeah. Anybody know what they mean? Like actually what they're saying? Because I cannot. Even till today, I still don't know what they're saying. I should close that window, but I has a net in front of it. If I gotta open the net, everything will fly in. So I'll just leave it as is. Almost ruined me for another cigar. Why? What did I do? What did I do? Was I wrong? Did I pronounce it wrong? I think that's what he said. You know? And I don't understand what they're saying. You know, at least you can understand the guys are, you weak, pathetic fool. You know, that's English. I can understand that, sure. You know, I can't understand what the hell he was saying. Not a word. What? Come on. Come on, fly. Don't. You know, the thing about moth is they like to go to dangerous places. They like to, you know, we always say to go against something like a moth to fire. Because moth like to fly towards fires. So, you know, I come on, moth. Don't try to come in. You're not gonna succeed. You gotta come in, you gotta die. Don't touch that net, you gotta die. So, yeah, so far, as you can see, I'm enjoying this T52 a lot more. The draw was great on this T50. The Liga number 9 is way too tight to enjoy. But this T52 is giving me the flavor, it's giving me the enjoyment. Overall, construction was great. You can see the ash is white. It's pretty good. The only thing that's ruining my cigar tonight is the moth. Tried to fly in. It almost sounds like some sort of electric zap. but that's just their, you know, I don't know. So yeah, I watched some of the videos for IPCPR. I was very disappointed Davidoff didn't release anything new. In fact, they were just trying to push Yamasa more. I think they were trying to push Yamasa more, talking about there's more iron content, the leaves more red and all that stuff. Even had a little room that you can walk in. I was like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell were you doing? So I have Florida Sungrown. I have. It's not a bad cigar. It's pretty good. I have many times. Doesn't work well. Doesn't work. In fact, I have one in the room. It doesn't work well. It does not work well for me. I don't seem to have success with the perfect draw tool. But to be really honest with you, shouldn't the cigar just work with out of the factory? It's seen like a lot of cigar company, they test draws, right? I don't know if you know that they have this machine that tests the draws, but it doesn't work well. You know what? I'm gonna go get the draw tool and then try it on this one. I'll show you guys how bad that works. Ugh. I'm walking it out a lot today. So this is the perfect draw tool. And it actually literally said, it get the Cigar Trophy Best Accessory of 2018. But it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me, you know. It doesn't work well. So I'll be poking it in. It says turn and just pull out some tobaccos, right? So I do that. And they said, be careful, don't pull out too much. Okay. But I don't think, no, still tight. Still tight, never helps. Never helps. I poke all the way through. Nope. Still tight. And then now it's gotta get those crumbs all over the place. So I poke multiple, try to get more room to draw, but it never really helps. And they tell you to just draw at the end, like just get the tight ones at the end. Don't worry about the front. But it doesn't work well for me. I mean, it does loosen up just a tad, but it's never enough. It's never enough. Not like a nice draw, you know, and then it gets the crumb all over the place. So this is why I don't like to use it. This is why I don't like to use it. It's like, and then you have to clean this up. That's why I don't like. I don't like to use this tool. You know, one game I'm really bad at playing is Fallout. Now, if you want to see me vomit, ask me to play Fallout. Within 5 minutes, I'll be vomiting. That's one game I never get to really play. I vomit because the way the screen moves is just way too quick. It drives me like crazy. I just can't play that. But one thing I need to find out today or tomorrow, maybe tomorrow I'll go online again, just to smoke a quick smoke. Using Twitch, because I want to make sure that Twitch works too. I was concerned about Twitch not allowing tobaccos, but then I read this news about Snoop Dogg smokes weed on it, and they were asking about whether or not that's okay, and they made a public announcement about if the law does not change to ban weed, then Snoop Dogg can smoke to his content. So if he can smoke weed, I can smoke cigars. Twitch is just another platform. They are mostly video game, but they have a different platform, and they tend to work slightly well. The whole platform is built up to have a lot of good things going on, and I can actually run a drawing from it. Twitch actually have a system that I can run drawings. So Cigar and stuff, are you new to the group? I would think that you've been on for a long time in the group to know my opinion on Zero Cigars. So if we can run drawings on it, I really love to have that system where everybody can do a drawing so that we can give away cool stuff on the show easier and more fair because it's a random system generation. So okay. So now, if you want to know about Zero Cigar, here's it again. Ta-da! The truth is that I don't care for Zero Cigars, and I don't know Bradley that well. I never spoken to him before. He have never once responded to my message on TNT. He has never once talked to me on TNT. So I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy well, and I did not like the way he deal with certain things. All right, and so I don't like him as a person. And a lot of decisions he made rubs me the wrong way. Okay, and when Tim left, being a fan of 10, I just literally moved with him. I literally moved with him to watch it, just solely just him, and I supported his thing. And he literally said, Bradley literally said that he will never run his own shop. He doesn't have to. All right, he said he doesn't have to. He will never want to own his own shop in his show. I'm pretty sure I can find that particular clip if I try that. Now, my opinion on it is there is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of cigar retailers online and in stores. I have absolutely no reason to go out of my way to buy his cigars. Absolutely zero reasons. Now, you might think, okay, Zero Cigar, they release good cigars, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. But the thing is that I don't feel the need to go out of my way to buy his cigars. I mean, I support who I want to support because, not because they sell cigars. I'm pretty sure you can buy cigar anywhere. You can find better cigar anywhere. Plus, everyone in the group knows I am like a big Davidoff whore. Right? Big Davidoff whore. Right? So knowing that I'm a big Davidoff whore, and I will buy mostly cigar that has presentations and taste and enjoyment and quality, why would I go out of my way to try his cigar? I won't. So that's why I don't talk about Zero Cigar. I don't deal in it. He can do whatever he does. That's the way it is, I agree with that. I mean, he's, lack of a better word, he's pretty full of himself. And like, I just can't stand listening to him. That's why I don't. I kind of get the same idea, same feeling about him and the Tiki Torch guy. So I don't, he didn't earn my respect, and I mean, he doesn't need my respect. And Martin Amaya will tell the same thing. He was disrespected many times. So if he doesn't care, many times he's just like, I don't give a shit what you guys say. So many times he does that, which rubbed me the wrong way. So I don't want to support him because I don't want to buy his cigar. And to be really honest, I can find any of the cigar he carries somewhere else. So why would I go out of his way? And what he did, particularly to open his store right across from the old Cigars Daily, is a dick move. So, okay, he fired the hot girl, which is kind of like, I don't think she's that hot. But he have his own reason, obviously, and she's starting her own, according to people, like some sort of pornography thingy, photo shoots or whatever. But for that to fire someone, that's kind of weird because, that's her second job. It's not like she does it at work, she does somewhere else. So I don't know. I just didn't care enough to deal with it. Again, we all can find good cigars somewhere else. And to me, respect and service is very important. Respect and service is really important, and I think Tim and the current TNT will go out of their way to service you. They will literally go out of their way to make things right. So that's why I support Cigars Daily and TNT. So his daughter needs a job. I just don't like the way he made some of the decisions. And then for him to say I will never open a shop myself because I could, but I don't have to. I got plenty of money. But and it turns out he's going to ask his dad to pound out and do this. It's like, didn't you just say you don't have to and you got plenty of money? You're fine. So and when he left, he left, obviously left a big mess in TNT. So that's why you see the TNT right now is so disorganized. Not that they are not trying to save it. And I think that, for me, I will support TNT. All the TNT service members are pretty much members of our Legion. All right. Harrison, Jennifer, Nikki Lou, and I don't know if the other guy is. He is. I think he is. They're all in our group, so that we can know that if something goes wrong, we know who to find, right? That's a reassurance. And of anything, the Legion, if you just join the Legion, you don't know, we do actually have discount code just for the Legion, for TNT. So if you buy TNT, there's a blanket discount code just to buy as a Legion member. Now, if you want to know the code, you gotta ask from the Facebook because I don't want to disclose it and everybody start using that code. The code is just for the Shadow Smokers Legion. So, with all that reason, why would anyone go out of their way to buy Zero cigars? Why? Cigars Daily tried to work with us to make sure that everybody gets what they needed and all that stuff for our enjoyment. TNT went above and beyond, tried to help us as well. Zero, never heard of it. No. That's why. They're exclusive from Zero Cigar is if you think about it, it's not that cheap. Right? For the barber pole, it looks just like the Filthy Hooligan. So, if you ask me why would I buy that cigar first, is Filthy Hooligan. Filthy Hooligan is a great cigar, so I just go buy Filthy Hooligan. I don't have to buy theirs, We all have a choice of where we can buy it from, and my point of view is that if it's all gotta be the same, why wouldn't I go to the one that serves me better, that takes care of me when something goes wrong, that will go above and beyond to make sure that we did good. So that's my opinion. And obviously, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be buying from them. If you like them, go ahead and buy them. I'm just saying that their cigar, other cigar, what is the difference? Same thing, right? If you can buy Liga number 9 from this company, you can buy Liga number 9 from another. What are you doing? Go away. I don't want to kill you. There you go. See, now you're dead. So that's why I rather buy from TNT. I rather buy from Cigar Daily and get my 10% using the code. Why would I? Right? JR Cigar is one company I'll never buy again. And regardless of that point, whether or not it's misunderstanding for whatever reason, I just don't think they take care of me that well. They took a month to refund me. I think that was a month. Something like that. Some ridiculous amount of time to refund an order that I sent back before I went on vacation. I came back and I still didn't get my refund. It's ridiculous. So, I had to send it back to them. I had to, take my time and effort to send it back to them, all that stuff. Brand new box of cigar, and they still didn't do well for me. So yeah, there's plenty of places you can buy your cigar from. Why wouldn't you buy from the place that's gotta treat you right? It's gotta treat you well, you gotta treat you right, and that's very important when it comes to buy cigars. And you'd be surprised how good Cigars Daily does it for us. Some of my cigar that I give away, in fact, I give away entire review pack from Cigars Daily. You know why I was able to give that out? Because they made a mistake of sending the wrong review pack, and they literally just say, you know what, go ahead and give it to your viewers, give it to your fan, whatever, and we'll send you another one. That's the way to do it. They don't mind. So I visited his shop and met Brad. He was very nice and helped me pick out sound sticks. I really don't know a lot about other stuff, but I did think that it was messed up that his shop so close to Tim's. It was Tim's old shop. Tim's old shop, right across from Tim's old shop. So, because he couldn't take Tim's shop because he still had the logo still there last time I went there. So, I don't think he can take that one. But you know, that's still. You're not gonna get happy news either one. And as a business, I don't think they will ever talk crap about each other. You know, Tim is not gonna talk crap about him because there's no reason to. He runs his business and whatever. You know, it's our business at the end. So Tim isn't gonna talk crap about it. And TNT will be the same thing. I can tell you that I haven't heard good news about him. I have not heard good things about him. And obviously, I'm not gonna bring all that out, but you know that people's opinion about you, the impression about you, and what kind of mess that you left when you go, especially what he did, right? Knowing TNT only had him at that time, not only he left, he dragged another worker with him. TNT was left in a really bad situation. So it's just like non-ethical, I think. Non-ethical. It's not ethical. Didn't leave everything all set before you go. You just go, you know what, I'm going to open my own. That's it, at the end. I'm going to drag this person with me too. Not only that, I'm going to fire her afterward. That's just not the right thing to do. Not the right thing to do. And I can't say that I can support a person like that. Right? I cannot support a person like that. For Tim, his workers like families. They love to work there. They hang out well. And again, you gotta say, I went to Brad's store and he's really nice and he helped me to order find sticks and all that stuff. Yeah, what were you expecting when you go to his shop? He's trying to sell you stuff, so he had to be nice to you. What he gotta do is stand there and says, hey, humor's over there, do it yourself. I don't care. I'm not gonna help myself sell stuff. You know, obviously he's gotta be nice and sell it to you. But Tim is genuine. I met Tim, and you know, we had talks. We had, you know, even after what happened in Cigar Daily Nation, we still talk. So you know, it's totally fine. You know, when I told him that I'm going, he even though he's busy, he still responds to my messages. So you know, I respect this guy. I respect him. I mean, I'm not afraid to say it. He's a nice guy. You know, I respect TNT's people. I met them. They're all nice. Now, Jennifer, I've never met before. I met Nikki Lou before. I met Harrison, obviously, my personal Uber. And, you know, even though I never set foot in TNT, but the people I know, I can respect. And, you know, same thing with Cigar Mechanic. You know, if you ever met Cigar Mechanic, you'll know how down to earth this guy is. He's not afraid to joke around and just be you know, pulling your chains here and there, just have fun. He's straight up person. So, you know, that kind of people I can respect. But for him, sorry. My respect is worth a lot of money and he can't afford it. Oh, there's nothing bad about asking. I mean, there is a video about it way back. But I'm not afraid to say it. But basically, in CDM, there was few people that, you know, they're very full of themselves and they can't accept the fact that other people would just try to have fun rather than being a cigar aficionado all the time. You know, we're doing the same thing what we're doing right now in Shadow Smokers Legion in Cigars Daily Nation, and there are people that don't like it. And a lot of people that don't like it. And unfortunately, one guy who take upon himself to, for lack of a better word, diagnose me as attention-seeking, narcissistic person. So he always have something to say when I try to run event giveaways and stuff like that. And when I do giveaway, He thinks that that was for attention seeking. Him call me and do seems like a great person. He always have my business. He will always have my business as well. Uh, Again, I guess like I said, you can buy cigar anywhere. But if I'm gonna try to find a cigar, I'll check his website first. If not, I'll text him to see if he have it. You know, something like Woody. Unfortunately, when I text him just about the time when he carried it, you know, I literally says, "Hey, Tim, you wouldn't be carrying Woody, would you?" He's like, "You know what? We just have it." I was like, "Oh no, okay, I gotta buy it." So I just bought it. But then, if I'm looking for cigars, a certain type of cigar, whatever, I ask cigar mechanic. I will ask Tim, and if I know it's a high price cigar, I ask Davidoff. That's it. If it's something that I can't find, normally I'll find somewhere else. But that's how it is. But yeah, in Cigar Daily Nation, so that happened, and the moderator was very biased. So they refused to do anything if someone was hurt, someone got their feelings hurt, or whatever. They are very biased, and because of that, you know, he was literally saying that, you know, just because you're good friend of Tim doesn't mean we have to stand on your side all the time. I was like, I'm not asking you to stand on my side. I'm asking you to be fair. You know, if somebody's being mean and all that stuff, then they should be, you know, either banned, whatever. They literally just, he literally just told me, why don't you just block the guy? Well, I can block the guy. It doesn't mean the guy is not talking trash about me. I just can't see it. Doesn't mean it's a good thing, right? Doesn't mean it's a good thing. I remember you were president of CDN before you left. I'm sorry, a couple of assholes. Ruined it. I personally think that there were just too many members, and there now is not like it was. Yeah, there's too many people and nobody cares about the rules. That's the problem. And I can understand, like I say many times, I can understand the perspective. As a business, that's leverage. So they don't want to ban anybody, piss anybody off because they are business. So that's why I say, you know, I'm not gonna be here, contribute, give my contents, and make everybody happy while getting verbally abused. And that's exactly what I told him. I said, you know, I can't do that, so I'm gonna leave. But I told him, just because I leave Cigars Daily Nation doesn't mean I don't like Cigars Daily. I still, they got my full support. So you know, the Woody will age forever. That's gotta be, you know, eventually when I'm sure that I'm not gonna get 500 ever, I'm gonna put it on display over here and just never gonna touch it. So yeah, that's I will definitely need my puke bucket with that. That's crazy. So yeah, that's the story of a Cigars Daily Nation. I mean, it's just ill managed. And I can be honest with you, I know that Tim did not want to do the Cigar Daily Nation before. Tim did not want to do it. He doesn't have the time to manage it. And he doesn't have the people to manage it. So it's ill managed. It's not really his fault because he's always busy, right? To have someone to manage, you guys seen, like, you know, us with only 178 members, our stuff can make your phone just die, right? Can make your phone just literally die, right? Our contents are long, so imagine if you had to go through 2,000 posts a day. Well, they don't have 2,000 active members. They have about 600 active members. So imagine you had to read through 600 members' comments and posts a day. Your phone is just gonna constantly die. So I can understand. There's not enough moderator. There's not enough organization on it, and it wasn't a good idea. But you know, it was good that he can use it as leverage to get more discount for everybody. So you know, that part I understand. So as a business, that's a good thing. Now, does he still hand out those the award thingy? I'm not saying I just Cigar Daily Nation is just too much to handle, And I think, to be really honest with you, what he needs to do is to close Cigar Daily Nation and partner with other groups, where other group will be managed by their own, and all he had to do was partner with them. So individual group will be managed by their individual group, where he doesn't have to worry about it. And I think that is the best thing to do that he can do. That way he can manage and focus what he does without having to manage a group that's out of control. That's what I think. And that's exactly what I'm going to tell him when I meet him next time. I'll be like, Tim, Cigar Daily Nation is a bad idea. You should close that. Work with other groups. Just like, work with our group, work with meat lovers group, whatever. Just go in there and then work with those groups. You got to get better feedback, because those people actually care to smoke your cigars. Those people actually cares what you're talking about. Those people actually watch your video and actually care what you're selling now. Rather than we get a lot of aficionados that just want to talk about plume, mole, or whatever that you can think of, right? So, I mean, those people really have nothing better to do. So, I always hope to get the dignity award is hitting the lottery nowadays. Exactly. Some people don't even know there's a shot, right? So, he's already doing the YouTube stuff. He's not managing the Cigars Daily Nation. I really think that group should just die out, and then he can partner up with other groups. That's probably easier and much easier to manage, because we do care, and the supporters knows him, so they care. We don't really need that location to do that. So, and he's on Instagram anyway, so that's why I say Cigar Daily Nation itself is a growth, out of control, ill-managed piece that he doesn't have enough labor to manage it. Because imagine if they was doing what I do, to constantly run events and all that stuff, and having one moderator per 100 members, they will need 70-80 workers. And either that or find volunteers. Finding 70 volunteers to do it full time is hard. And also, because he had to watch his brand, he had to, I think Cigars Daily Nation is ruining his brand. I love Cigars Daily, but I think Cigar Daily Nation is ruining his brand. Because people's gotta look for Tim, and you gotta find Cigar Daily Nation, and he's gotta find those assholes, and that's gotta ruin it. And because they didn't do anything to those assholes, it's gotta ruin even more. As an advisor, I will advise him that, but I'm not his advisor, so. Welcome, Brian. Well, you should be glad you're late, because we have some technical problem before. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about in terms of Cigar Daily Nation. I miss the place. But I miss the original Cigar Daily Nation, when there's only so many members, when there's things that done right, when I have room and space to share my hobby with everybody. When I can have fun, when I can post coffee pictures without being bitched at for saying, enough with this coffee shit. Right? Did you guys enjoy the meme contest for Bob the Cigar Guy? Did you enjoy watching everybody's posts? We had an event where we say, post the best meme for anything Tim does. Tim, being the owner of Cigar Daily Nation, we tried to do an event with Tim, and somebody literally comments and said, it's like, I hate that. People actually in this, I don't want to see this. Is it over yet? Why is it bad? There were people talking shit about that kind of event. Even though the main person that we're posting about is Tim. That's such a slap in the face. Like, you're in this space because Tim has created this space for you. and you come in and say, what's with all this crap? Meme and shit? I don't want to see it. You know, this whole topic makes me swear. But it was fun for everybody else, but there's always that few people that want to, you know, ruin it. And none of them, I'm pretty sure none of those people actually buy from Tim. Because they will know that Cigar's Daily Nation is from Tim. Because they don't. They don't. And those people was just like, you know, I'm smoke Cubans and I'm all cool, so I'm in this thing, I'm just gonna smoke Cubans. And people like me will be like, what's the big deal? Cubans? You know what? Screw it. You know, when I was in Cigar Daily Nation, people will be like, I never smoked Cuban before, and they're talking about Cuban. I'm like, here's a Cuban. There you go. You're done. There you go. Like, Cuban wasn't that big a deal. I was just pissed off about it, you know. Back in the days, I spent so much time on it. And this is what drives me to say I want to create Shadow Smokes Legion, because this is something that we can do together and we can enjoy and we can have fun about it. You know, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I have to make sure that Shadow Smokes Legion remain the way it is forever. At least until I die. Well, until I quit. But that's where I spend most time. This is where I enjoy, and it worked out well. Thank God. It worked out well. Alright. Smoke through this, about the same length now. I'm gonna go back to this again without having to vomit. Dry is just as bad, even though I digged a few times already. And now it's crumb everywhere. Internal flavor. Liga number 9 has a darker flavor, has a more slightly coffee bitter flavor. So, as a new smoker, do I want to eventually try a Cuban? Yes. Do you enjoy many of the smoke that's now, and that I don't really care. I'm halfway through a CAO Brasilia, and I think I'm gonna need that bucket. Oh no! Oh no! Slow down. That CAO Brasilia is strong. It's strong. Calm down a little bit. Have some drink. Stay strong. You don't need sugar. Try chicken broth. Chicken broth will get you out of that dizziness as well. Try chicken broth. Potassium will also help. Okay. In terms of flavor, Liga number 9 will completely cover the flavor on Liga T52. Yeah, Liga number 9 is darker flavor. It will actually cover the flavor of T52. But T52 has more pepperiness, more spice, and more of a soft mellow, not soft mellow, more complex of taste. Only if this Liga number 9 has the same taste. Hey, James! James is awake from his slumber. So, yeah, I wanted to have a lot of fun in the group, and you know, and I feel like every day we are having fun in the group. If you're not having fun, you let me know. We'll do more stuff. But I think we're having a lot of fun every day in the group. Now we all have busy times, so we can't really have a lot of things running around at the same time for busy stuff. But you know, right now I'm collecting more stuff. We'll do another those crazy giveaways again and again and again. So ready for this? I got tacos for dinner tonight. It was a couple hours before I lit up, but actually got Old Bay from the Liga number 9. Blaming this combo. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make 2021 happen. I'm gonna make 2021 happen, okay? So vote Soy Sauce Assassin as President of the United States for 2021. Now, I cannot give you $1,000 relief refund per month like the other Asian guy said, but I can promise you it's gonna be fun. Does anybody even know that contender's name? The Democrat Asian that says he wants to give everybody $1,000 a month as a rebate or something like that. Does anybody know his name? I don't even know his name. I said that's a promise he can't fill. Because giving back everybody $1,000 means everybody has to make at least 1,000. You know how many people in America that's not contributing to our tax system? But would I appreciate extra $1,000 to buy cigars every month? Oh yeah. But I don't even remember the guy's name. For 2020, I'm gonna do something weird. Alright? If you don't have a president that you want to vote for, write Soy Sauce Assassin. Alright, see if they will count that vote. And anybody who does it will enter a drawing for a prize. I don't know. But only if you don't know who you gotta vote for. If you knew someone you want to vote for, you want to contribute to the vote, exercise your right to vote. But if you don't care who wins, then write Soy Sauce Assassin and see what happens. And don't worry, I'm not eligible to be a president because I'm not natural born here. I'm an immigrant, so. FBI can knock my door. That's fine. I'll invite them come in for a cigar. That's totally fine. I don't have anything illegal. So long as they don't find my soy sauce buckets. But yeah, I don't know. 2020. But vote for Soy Sauce Assassin for 2021. I'll make sure it's gonna be fun. Yeah. So we'll do drawings, we'll do the fundings, we'll do crowdfunding for that. I'll save up some side money too, so that we can make something special just for the event, like a swag bag just for the day or something like that. You know, we'll have something special for that for sure. It worked for Harambe. Who's Harambe? Sorry, I don't know who that is. My wife actually asked me this question when I was driving up to get bubble tea. She's like, "What's with all this? Don't you?" She's like, "I think all the younger people would like to vote for Democrats, and all the older people like to vote for Republican." And I say, well, first of all, that's not true. It depends what your hobby is. If your hobby involves gun, alcohol, and cigars, you probably support Republican. And for Democrats, it's not that the young people actually vote for Democrats because they kind of support the other side of it. Jesse Ventura. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, for Republican, it's just gonna be Trump, right? Because they usually help the second term. For Democrat, it's just gonna be a bunch of those people, which I haven't seen anybody that's good. And so my wife was like, "Oh, I'm gonna vote for what's her name, Elizabeth Warren." And she said that to me. I was like, "You do know that Elizabeth Warren was like a senator or something like congressperson for Massachusetts, right?" She's like, "Yeah, I do." And she's probably like the best of that bunch. And I told her this: the reason we pay more tax is because it's Elizabeth Warren. Oh God, choke. And she's like, "Oh, maybe not then. Maybe not then." But don't worry, my wife is not registered to vote. I mean, a lot of people don't even know what GOP means. Alright? GOP means Grand Old Party. So what do you think the people is gonna vote for? Old people. What is the age group from SSL? The age group from SSL is between 21 and 115 10 times over. The way this are now is you're either red or blue. We need a stronger third party actual debate time. You're not gonna get that. Unfortunately, you're not gonna get that. Being a third party means you need and no. Extreme large amount of uninformed vote anymore, unfortunately. I mean, in the end, just vote who you want. It doesn't really matter. You always gotta get two sides of press, right? You always gotta get negative news, no matter who you are, all right? You always gotta get news about secret girlfriends, Second Life, and all that stuff. What, you think JFK was clean? No, they have those secret tunnels for mistress. Every politicians are dirty. All right, just whether or not they get caught or not. So everyone, doesn't matter who it is, no one's clean. So just choose the one you like. There's not one country that's not divided. When I say country, I mean country, all right? Every country that has free will of choice is like a coin. It has two sides. You gotta respect other side and just go with your side, right? But you cannot ask the other side to convert over because they have the right to choose. And that's what's beautiful about freedom in countries. You get to make the choices. You get to make a choice whether or not you like a cigar. You get to make a choice whether or not you like certain things. That's choice. You wouldn't like a country like China or North Korea, where the voting is just literally a process. It's not voting. A process. Kim Jong-un gets 100% of the vote. Is that a country that you want? You will argue whether or not that country has freedom when you get 100% of the vote. So a divided country is a good country. It means a country that has opinions and freedom to choose. So I respect that. I we also respect everybody has different choices. Some people like Democrats, some people don't. Okay, that's fine. Some people like guns and some people don't. Or if you don't like guns, you gotta end up with that one side. If you like guns, you gotta end up with the other side. Unfortunately, some people are just way too extreme. Way too extreme. You know, they're way too extreme. They want the other side to think their way. But they're not okay with you trying to tell them that, well, if I would have to go your way, why don't you go our way? You know? What's the thought situation of Hong Kong? You know, when you play a team video game, when you play, I say, Call of Duty or a team, there's always that one idiot. There's always that one idiot just feed the other team over and over again. That's what happened with Hong Kong. Knowing that the government is already doing bad, you came out with the freaking things where it said, hey, we're just gonna allow you to transport any criminals to China without anything. If Chinese government says that guy need to be extradited to China for punishment, you do it. That's the dumbest thing ever to say. That's like that one members in your team that just suck and total noob in the video game team. All right, that's just like that. For a government to say that is stupid, stupid, and for them to ignore it now is even dumber. Dumb, it's dumb. It's dumb. You know, so you know, do I think what I think about the government system in Hong Kong? It's doomed. It's built to doom. It's built to doom. But do you think China cares about that kind of riot? Not really. Not really. I mean, you have what 200 something thousand people of Hong Kong come over here, come out for a riot, for a rally, and you don't think it's a big problem? It's a big problem. It's a big problem. Do I think criminals should be punished? Yes. But do I think a law should be put in place that allows like, you know, there's no other way to secure a criminal to your own side, to have proper proceedings and find out whether or not that's an actual criminal? No. So having a law like that is another step to dictatorship. China, I think, in my personal opinion, is reaching closer and closer back to dictatorship. There's a reason why presidents have serving terms. Right? That way, whenever they're plotting, that takes a long time, they can't do it. There's a reason for that. For them to just say, you know what, we can have one president, no matter how long it is, that's one step towards dictatorship. Because so long as that guy holds power, he will never go down. And you think the president is not going to hold power? President has very, very strong political power. That's why the longer they are in one position, in that position, their power gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's why we have term limits. Hello? That's why we have a term limit. When you remove that, you give them unlimited power. Stupid. Stupid. Dictatorship. Watch. China's gonna become one of those again. And they probably gotta watch this video, and next time I'm gonna go there and they gotta keep me in the border. A perceived freedom is not freedom. Having a divided country is a sign of freedom. Everybody can believe what they want. You can have fake news. You can have real news. Sign of freedom. If you don't like the president, you can bitch at him all day long. Sign of freedom. You know, there's plenty of people that bitch at Taiwanese government all day long. Does anything happen? No, nothing happened. You know how many people talk about our president all day? If all those people get extradited to Guantanamo Bay, this country will be dictatorship, right? Same thing. Same thing. So for them to do that is, yeah, there's always been fake news. Just that nobody cared to deal with it. You're gonna have press that's towards one way or another. Because there's no such thing as non-bias. When the news tells you it's non-biased news, that means they're biased. All right, there's no such thing as non-biased news. When there's news, you have taken the side already. You know, like when you're reporting about a criminal, the fact that you say someone is criminal, that's already biased. So there's no such thing as non-biased. This bipartisanship, what the hell is that? So unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, that's the country. But I like that. I like that. I like the freedom to choose. I like the freedom to talk shit about one side or another. You know, we can flip-flop. Because when somebody did a good thing, you're like, oh, that's a good job. When somebody did a bad thing, you're like, that's a crappy job he did. That should be everybody's right to do that. Right? So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Believe it or not, we watch a lot of CNNs. Only because my wife likes to watch Anderson Cooper and what whatever their name is, Cuomo or whatever that the name is. So, but we tend to say this thing when somebody did something without checking the source. Me and my wife will say somebody just pulled a CNN because it seems like CNN doesn't like to check their sources. They'll report whatever they heard without checking the sources. That's what CNN is, okay? CNN has news all the time, but they call everything breaking news, which is not. Like, I don't care about traffic somewhere. That's not breaking news. They don't check their sources. You know how many times they reported wrong with the Boston Bombers? They don't check their sources. They just report it. And after they don't check the sources, they got it wrong. They just give you the new information, not apologize what's wrong before. So, So, if you ever heard me saying something is pulling a CNN, just means somebody didn't check their sources. It's unfortunate. It's just the way it is, though. But news is just what that is. You take it with a grain of salt and bottle of soy sauce, and then you make your own decision whether or not that's believable. Use your brain. Use your brain. Just because somebody told you doesn't necessarily mean true, right? Just because I tell you that tonight T52 wins doesn't mean you shouldn't be smoking Liga 9. And tonight T52 did win. I kind of enjoy this more. T52 is the winner tonight. I just can't smoke that 9. Just draw is bad and it's not there. So yeah, take all the news with a grain of salt. Don't take it at face value. Don't take any information as face value. Check your sources. Find out on your own. That's the only way to find truth. If you didn't see it, it didn't happen. Okay, if you didn't, there's no way to prove it, it didn't happen. Best Jewish stick. I haven't thought about that. So I can't tell you. I'll think about it. I'll let you know next time. I never thought about that. See, the thing is about best stick is that they always change. When you ask me a best stick out of a brand, they always have new stuff. So I don't really think about it. I'm just gonna enjoy the cigar. I don't really think about what is the best stick. I can only tell you what I smoked this year. What was the best? That was it. Unfortunately, that was it. But now we have a few minutes left. Time for announcements and summary and everything, okay? Number one, it's July, so news is not fact. Just so you guys know, news is not fact. News just means whatever they heard. Something that's different, something that's new. That's news, all right? It's like gossip. And they try to feed you the more information that they find, they just feed it to you. It does not necessarily is fact, okay? It's like watching weather news. The meteorologist gotta tell you that tomorrow has 10% chance of raining. Well, tomorrow rained, all right? It's just that. The information they have, they give it to you, right? So they're called news, not facts, right? They don't say, hey, this is Fox 25 fact. It's Fox 25 news. So don't take news as fact. Take news as information, things you can find out. Take it as information. Don't take it as fact. Fact is what you can prove, right? So if you've proven to yourself that's fact, then whatever that news is became fact. But before that, news is just news, just information. They feed you information that they heard of, but not necessarily be fact, right? Just like a murderer got caught on spot killing somebody. Until he's going through a trial, he's not a murderer yet. That's the information. They can tell you that, well, they caught the murderer, and turns out that guy was not guilty. So while they already call them murder on the news, does that make him murderer? It's not. So don't take that as fact. All right. So summary. It's July. Make sure to do your submission for the longest ash challenge. All right. This weekend, Davidoff meeting. Make sure if you want to trade cigars, bring everything that you want to bring over there. We gotta have fun over there. Boxer will be there for signing, and we will have Japanese whiskeys. All right, 6th Avenue, Davidoff. It's gonna be on a Saturday. It's gonna be at 1 p.m. Okay, make sure I have a meal though. Make sure I have the meal. There's no meal there. Okay, and if you haven't done the Cigar Mechanic swag challenge thingy, just all you need to do a picture. Make sure you do it. If you haven't done the Bob the Cigar Guy meme, make sure to do it. July 4th, make sure to post good pictures of what you're smoking. Love to know. And Saturday we might not have a show. We might not have a show because I'll be outside and I don't know if I have a chance to do the show. So might not have a show. Tomorrow I'll try to test a Twitch session to see if that works. The cigar swag, the Cigar Mechanic swag, basically you just have to post something that Cigar Mechanic reps with your picture and then put Cigar Mechanic swag as a hashtag, and we'll send you a sticker when I receive it from Cigar Mechanic. When is it over? When is it over? I don't know when it's over. So when probably before 5, because after 5 I had to leave. So before 5. Usually we'll have 2 cigars, maybe 3, and then that we'll call it a day by 5. Okay, so yeah, if you show up, that's the time. That's pretty much what is going on right now. If you're sending out yin and yang, make sure to, if you need an address, ask me or Sherry. Sherry had more time, so you can also ask Sherry. If you want to join this group, this beautiful group, you can get invite from any of these people. Leave a comment below, somebody will find it, or ask Bob the Cigar Guy or Martina Maya in their channel. They can invite you in. Make sure to like, subscribe. Well, don't subscribe, just like. Make sure to like. And there's a video for the petition separately by its own. Go ahead and like that video and share it. Make sure everybody sign the petition as well. That should be everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow on Twitter. If you don't have Twitch. If you don't have a Twitch account, go ahead and sign a Twitch account. It's free, and just subscribe to the Soy Sauce Assassin. Tomorrow we'll try one and we'll see if we can run something with it. All right, we'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. Okay. No, you see, James Irvin just typed subscribe and automatically got blocked by YouTube. I'm not kidding, because I'm about to hit show. So, no, don't subscribe. Don't subscribe. Just like, okay? And there's that should be it of what's coming up. If you wanted to be on the bomb list, make sure to give the information to Sherry or me, and we'll plug you into the list. And what we're doing new is we'll be posting like top 10 most active members, and people can make the decision whether or not they will do it. And other than that, we're done. We're done for the day. Have a really happy July 4th. I don't know what time I will test out the Twitch, but if you see a notification, give it a try. If you're busy with July 4th, do not come in, because I want you guys to enjoy your July 4th. So happy July 4th, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for being in. Be saucy, be nice, have fun tomorrow, be safe, post pictures. All right, talk to you guys later. See you guys tomorrow.